Hi, and welcome to your 2021 Open Enrollment. These are the items that we're going to review today. Your medical plans with Blue Cross Blue Shield, those are your new options. Your Delta Dental options that remain the same. Vision plan remains the same. Your voluntary products are moving to MetLife. Your Aflac coverages and pet healthcare and Legal Shield. Open enrollment starts today and will end on November 30th. In regards to eligibility, all employees who have met pre-eligibility criteria are eligible for all voluntary benefits. Aside from yourself, your legal spouse, a domestic partner, and children up to the age of 26. The benefits that you are reviewing and you will enroll in are effective January 1, and you are locked in for 12 months. You cannot make any changes unless you experience a qualified event. On the screen are some examples of those: marriage, divorce, birth of a child, loss of coverage, things of that nature. You only have 31 days from the date of the event to notify your HR team that you would like to make changes to your benefits. If you exceed the 31 days, you may have to wait until the next open enrollment period to make changes. We're going to go over the two medical plans that are being offered. Your first plan is a high deductible health plan, which is an HSA eligible plan. So on this plan, you have a $3,000 individual deductible and $6,000 family deductible. Now, if you meet that deductible, you would go into the coinsurance, which means you're going to pay 10% of all charges until you meet that maximum out of pocket. Preventative care services, preventative drugs, and FDA-approved contraceptives are all covered before your deductible. All other services, doctor visits, specialists, urgent care, emergency room, or other prescriptions are going to be subject to your deductible. So you're going to pay the contracted negotiated rate for services or the full retail for your pharmacy. You can use your HSA dollars to pay for these services. And this plan is on the National PPO plan. Again, National PPO plan. The next plan here is on the Blue Cross Blue Shield Alliance plan. So once again, both plans are under Blue Cross Blue Shield. The first plan is a National PPO plan. The second plan is called a Alliance plan. So this is a different network. On this plan, you have a $1,000 deductible for an individual and $2,000 for your family. Now, if you meet that deductible in the calendar year, you have to pay 30% of costs until you meet your out-of-pocket maximum. On this plan, what is subject to your deductible is going to be your major medical services, such as surgery, inpatient surgery, outpatient procedures, MRIs, CAT scans, PET scans, durable and medical equipment. Those are items that are subject to your deductible. If you just go in for your wellness check, a doctor visit, or pharmacy, you do not have to worry about your deductible. Now, in the event you meet your deductible on this plan, you're going to go into that cost share of 30%. You're going to pay that until you reach the $4,000 for an individual or $8,000 for the family. Keep in mind all copays, the deductible, and coinsurance all go towards meeting that out-of-pocket maximum. Preventative care, so that's age-appropriate screenings, lab work, and immunization are going to be covered at 100%. Your doctor visit, that's going to be a sick visit or walk-in clinic, is a $25 copay, and your specialist is a $50 copay. Your urgent care is a $75 per visit. Emergency room is $250 per visit. Your pharmacy, that is not subject to your deductible, so copays are available before deductible. Your generic drugs is a $10 copay. Your preferred brand name, up to a $35 copay. Your brand name non-preferred is either a $60 or $120 depending on the pharmacy. And then you also have specialty tiers. You have 4 additional tiers there. If you have questions in regards to where your pharmacy falls, please send us an email. We'll be happy to send you the list. During the pandemic, your office visits and your specialist visits, if they can be done virtually or telephonically, there will be no copay or no cost associated with those visits. Okay, next we're going to talk about your HSA. So HSA are pre-tax dollars that you put into an account to pay for medical, dental, or vision services for yourself and qualified dependents. So again, pre-tax dollars, they go into an account and you use those to pay for the services. Now, in order to qualify for an HSA account, you're going to first have to enroll in a high deductible health plan, which you have the option to do so here, the PPO 3000. Now, The other qualifier is you cannot be covered under any other plan that's a copay plan. So if you're covered under a spouse's, domestic partner, TRICARE, or Access, and you have co-payments before your deductible, you cannot enroll in an HSA account. And then also you cannot be enrolled in any part of Medicare. And then you cannot be claimed as a dependent on anybody else's tax returns. Now remember, these HSA dollars are your dollars. They roll over year over year. There is no use it or lose it provisions. You may use these dollars as they're put into your account to, again, pay for medical services, dental or vision for yourself and eligible dependents. For the 2021 plan year, the maximum pre-tax dollars that you may put into an account is $3,600 as an individual or $7,200 as a family. If you are 55 plus and not yet enrolled in Medicare, you can add an additional $1,000, making it $4,600 and $8,200. The next option here is your flexible spending account, or FSA. So this plan can be paired with the second option. Now this plan can also be, you can also enroll in this plan by itself, which means you don't have to enroll in the medical, the dental, or the vision. You can use this on its own. On this plan, you may elect up to $2,500 to go onto your Visa card. It is available day one. So as soon as you get the card, it has a full amount fully loaded. The HSA account is a little bit different because the amount is available as is deducted from your check. Similar to an HSA, these are pre-tax elections. So if you do the $2,500, it's deducted from your paycheck for the rest of the calendar year on a pre-tax basis. This plan has a maximum carryover or rollover into the following plan year of $500. Anything in excess of the $500 you will lose. Also, if you leave the company, you do not keep it with you. It is turned off and you no longer have access to the account. The HSA is your money, your account. You take it even if you leave the company. Those are still your funds. You also have access to dependent care account. So these are dollars that you can put aside into an account to pay for qualified child care or elderly services. The money that's deducted from your paycheck goes into an account and again pay for the services, or you may pay yourself back. This is going to be your new telemedicine provider beginning in January, Blue Care Anywhere. So these services are available beginning of the year if you enroll in Blue Cross Blue Shield. So these services are available for you and any dependents enrolled in Blue Cross Blue Shield. This covers medical, counseling, and psychiatry services. This is telephonic or Skype appointments with board-certified physicians, and you may use these services anywhere within the United States. So if you're traveling for work or on vacation and you need to have medical attentions for something simple like a fever, pink eye, sore throat, rash, you think you may have the flu, UTI, you can use these services and the doctors will write a prescription that's closest to you. For the counseling and psychiatry services, those counselors stay with you until the termination of the treatment plan, or they're able to refer you out to an in-person provider. Okay, we're going to go over the dental options. So you have two dental options. The first one is your PPO. This has a $1,500 annual maximum that you can use towards your dental services for yourself and any qualified dependents enrolled on the plan. It has an additional $1,000 to use towards child orthodontia. Your preventative care services, which are your cleanings covered twice a year, are going to be covered at 100%. Basic services, which are going to include cavities and emergency services, are covered at 80%. All other services are going to fall under major, and that is a 50% coinsurance or 50% coverage. Remember, if you use the basic services or major services, you have a one-time deductible as an individual or $150 as a family. The next plan is the DHMO plan. So on this plan, you and any family members enrolled have to have a primary care dentist, and you may each have your own. At any time during the calendar year, you can change that provider. If you do not select a provider, one will be appointed based on your home zip code. Preventative care services are going to be covered at 100%. There is no annual maximum and no deductible. All other services are going to be covered under a fee schedule. So this is an example of the fee schedule. So you'll find the dental code of the procedure you need to have performed. Whatever dollar amount is associated with that fee schedule is what you are going to pay. It's not a benefit towards a service, but your full cost. You can use your HSA dollars and your FSA dollars to pay for these services. You may also go on the Delta Dental website to find a provider, review how much of the benefit you've used, or print temporary ID cards. Your vision plan, no change to the vision plan. It is still with iMed using the Insight network. Your eye exams are available every 12 months at a $10 copay. Your frames, again, every 12 months, and you have a $120 allowance to use towards those frames. Anything in excess of of $120, you will get a 20% discount. Your lenses, plastic vision, single vision, bifocal or trifocal are going to be covered at $10 copay. Contact lenses, you have an $80 allowance to use towards that benefit and then a 15% discount, anything above that. And then medically necessary contact lenses are going to be covered in full. Your voluntary life in AD&D is moving to MetLife, so you will have to re-enroll. So all employees working 20 plus hours are eligible for the benefit. You can cover up to 5 times your annual earnings, up to $500,000. Your guarantee issue is 5 times based on your earnings, up to $200,000 for newly eligible employees. All those who currently have life insurance, you may buy up to $100,000. No medical underwriting, which means no medical questions or exams. For your spouse, the guarantee issue is $25,000, and for children, it's $10,000. There is no benefit reduction with a MetLife policy. If you have coverage today and you would like to keep it the same, please complete the MetLife form, check the box that says Supplemental Life, and right next to it, keep the same. If you're enrolling for the first time, please put in the dollar amount that you would like to have covered. Next is your short-term and long-term disability. So this is also moving to MetLife effective January 1. So this is for off-the-job coverage. This is paycheck protection in the event that you cannot work due to sickness or illness. The short-term disability starts to pay after the 14th day. It covers 60% of your pre-disability earnings up to $1,000 a week. The duration is 11 weeks on this plan. Your long-term disability starts to pay after the 90th day or the termination of the short-term disability. It covers, again, 60% of your pre-disability earnings up to $7,500 a month. The duration is up to age 65 or normal Social Security retirement age. Now, if you're enrolled today in the short-term or long-term disability, so if you are currently enrolled under UNUM, you have met the pre-existing limitation. If you're enrolling for the first time, there is a pre-existing limitation. It's called a 312. What that means, if 3 months before the effective date, you saw a provider, took medication, or were diagnosed with a condition in which you went on leave for in 2021, it would not be a covered event. EAP, so you have the support link, so you have 3 face-to-face visits, you have a Skype consultation per incident. The website also has additional services that are available to you. The MetLife EAP is also available, and they again have face-to-face consultations. Both services are 100% confidential. The AFLAC, so policies are changing a little bit. So the current accident plan is changing. It's reducing in price and covering a lot more. The hospital plan and critical illness are now going to be no, the hospital plan is by itself, but the critical illness now is going to include the cancer coverage. So before that was a separate coverage. Now the critical illness now includes cancer. The hospital plan starts to pay immediately upon going into the hospital. The accident plan, again, covers a lot more, and the payout is a lot higher. Now, the accident plan, the hospital plan, the critical illness with cancer are all going to be at guarantee issue. The short-term disability also is available, and that does require one-on-one consultation with our AFLAC professional, Jose. So please either return the callback sheet, email him directly, or call him to go over what benefits are available to you. If you are enrolled today in AFLAC, it does require a consultation with an AFLAC representative, as the benefits that you have today are terminating and moving over to the new plans. Again, they're going to be less expensive and more coverage. United Pet Care is still available, so if your pet is enrolled today, no change to that coverage other than a slight premium increase by $1.60. You do have to go to the website to unitedpetcare.com/CBR, enter your zip code, and take advantage of the services of the veterinarian perhaps in your area or that you're already using. So it does include coverage for dogs, cats, birds, ferrets, pocket pets, and reptiles. There is no breed exclusion or pre-existing limitation for those pets. Legal Shield and ID Shield is also available. So if you're enrolled today in any of these services, you will continue to be enrolled. If you would like to make changes, please follow the directions on your flyer to make those changes. What next step? So you would need to go into the Darwin system and complete your medical, dental, vision enrollment or waiver. And also you may enroll in the AFLAC products via that site. And if you're enrolled today in the Life short-term or long-term disability, you do need to complete the new MetLife forms. If you do not complete the new MetLife forms, your coverage will not carry forward. Please remember to update your beneficiary as needed throughout the calendar year. Also, for the flexible spending account, you do need to enroll year over year. So if you're enrolled today, would like to have that coverage in 2021, we do need a new form from you. If you have the UMB HSA account, you do not need to open a new one. If you're enrolling in the high deductible health plan for the first time, please follow the directions in your benefit guide and how to open your account. It is important to have it open before the first claim hits, because if you do not, you cannot use any of those pre-tax dollars that are put into that account after that claim has hit. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact your HR professional. Thank you for your time today.